All right, man. I don't know if you've been in.
All right, that was a bang-up job. Get prepped for a new mission.
Dude, I'm not taking offense. I'm just saying
Thanks to you, those
you
data
should
drives
talk
are
to the
ours.
person
I'm
if you
going
want
to
to call them
handle
something that.
activity across the globe. This is really going to help us out. Listen up. Push up on your objective. The longer you can hold and defend the zone.
I'm trying to tell you how to act in the real world. Like, if you can't go to any ghetto and say that shit, man. Why should it not be that way? To ask for consent to ask you to call you something?
RV on that position.
Seal up. Gas is active.
Yeah. But did they tell that to your face, or you just learned about that recently?
Reposition. Move now.
Because you didn't ask to call me, like, you didn't ask them if you can say that to them. It's like, that's the main thing.
Reloading.
Am I? I'm just saying there's consent involved. There's consent. I'm just saying that's what happens in New York. Have you heard Mexican and Portuguese happen? Listen. No, you listen. You don't know about like different ghettos outside of like your own neighborhoods. Mexicans can't say nigga in like Chicago or Texas and shit like that. Yeah, Phoenix, Mexicans can't say that shit like black people and shit like that. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. It's all how you feel about it. All right. Well, all right. So how do you feel? All right, Craig, how do you feel about being called a white black person? What does that mean to you?
Time to get that mask on. You're falling behind. Time to dig deep.
Ryan, just say you don't like crime. Just say you don't want crime, because you say that's the same to like black or Mexican or Asian people doing crime. Yeah, I mean, you guys gotta get out of the fog, man. Get out of the fog. Get out of the fog. Get out of the fog. Fall towards me. We're getting stuck. We get stuck. All right, I'm dead. Yeah, yeah. I'm saying it, yeah, yeah.
Time to get that mask on.
Damn, I'm stuck in the fog. I feel like you just want to like hear like you're comfortable with that from me and shit like that.
That area doesn't look good.
The area is nearly secured. Make sure to hold on to it.
Yeah, because it's like a cultural thing though, man. Like black people is like really a counterculture of like white culture. You know what I'm saying? Like we have our different slang and all that shit.
Sewer squad's combat effective. Not long to go now. Dig deep and close it out.
Yeah. Yeah. But all right, I feel comfortable you saying that, but like, why does it? What is the distinction of like your group versus everyone else? So you're, I'm in your inner circle. Is what you're saying? Okay. So what are like? All right. Okay.
All right. That was a bang-up job. Get prepped for a new mission.
Listen, how many black people called you crackers?
That's gonna pay off down the line.
I didn't even hear that because you guys talking over each other.
Secure those terminals. We need to figure out what the hell's been going on in here.
All right.
That's another terminal secured. Mask up. No room for error.
Hmm. All right. All right. So, all right. Let me ask you this: How do you feel about the topic of like when black people say you're invited to the barbecue or like you get the end pass or whatever? How do you feel about that? So what? Okay. Mm.
The enemy just captured a terminal. Step up your game.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I understand. I understand it. You're all right, but still, yeah.
Cover!
I think. All right, so. Yeah, yeah.
Let's move.
There is. But I'm just saying, like, is it every group? Like, I think it's more just like people trying to come into the U.S. and adopting this pattern of thinking. Really.
Falling behind.
But yeah, but like all they listen. I understand what you're saying.
Hang in there. That's it. Stay with me. Let's go.
Dude,
Extra med supplies here.
I'm playing a game with you. I'm supporting you, basically. Yeah. Fuck, man. Fuck.
Hostiles took over one of the terminals.
Dude, that's still. We're still in the minority. 46% black. Dude, we're just a majority minority. We're just a minority, like we're just a majority minority. That's what it means in stats. Listen, you're talking about mathematics and stats. 40%, 40. All right. Yeah.
Time to complete that mission and running out. Pick up the pace.
Inherently, yeah, we'll go that. Because they still have some like notions.
The enemy just captured a terminal. Step up your game.
I don't know, man. You never told me you got bullied or anything like that. Yeah, we all did. We all did that shit, man. I didn't like. Yeah, I don't hate them either, but like, I don't want Sharia law here. I want them to practice. I want them to practice religion, but I don't want the religion, forced on us. That's goddamn Ryan. Don't say that shit.
That's not gonna cut it. Step it up for the next stop.
Yeah, I understand that, but was it shadow slavery? I don't know about that. I didn't really look at that up yet, but I don't think it was bad. I don't think it was bad. It was 100 years ago. All right, wait, yeah, go. Nah, but you still call me that shit, man, and I'm like saying, hey, that's not cool. We're boys, but I didn't give you the consent to call me that. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, you did. You told me your name was Craig. So you're saying to me, hey, my name is Craig. I can't call you Craig? I think it's like mutually agreed upon whenever interaction you come across it. Why? Because it involves consent. It involves consent. Dude. Yeah. You gotta call them by that. You just have to call them socially call them by that, but like you don't have to believe in it. What? But listen, I just told you I've never called somebody the N-word. I don't think you ever like heard me say that ever in my life. So why are you calling me that? And I've never used that in my like ever in my life. But I don't listen. I don't adopt to that, and you're like still trying to adopt to some like kind of norm, but that I'm not even doing. Yeah, man, because I don't like. I'm not trying to use that term. I'm not trying to do all that. Yeah, and that's a mutual consent. And I'm saying you gotta have consent to like talk to the person you want to talk, say that to. Dude, I'm trying to tell you that's like a sensitive issue. Like it's like a culturally mutual thing between like those cultures, like and those people. You gotta. It's just like it, dude. Mexicans were dominated by Spaniards. It's like, listen, this it's a whole like history about all these like terms and stuff like that. Like mestiza. That's like a derogatory term for like people who were Aztecs that were dominated by Spaniards and shit like that. Yeah, because you observed it, it's just like surface level. You don't know like if there's like different histories or like nuances and shit like that. You're just like trying to join in. Listen, listen. I would call them. I would call them by their terms, but like in my head, I don't have to believe it. But you said it multiple times. All right. Listen, I'm not calling a trans person by their sex. I'm just calling them by whatever they want to be called by socially. In my head, I'm not agreeing with it. Yeah. I don't know if you understand if it's a want or if like they just like socially like are talking to themselves and you just hear that in a third person, like, you know, you're out of the conversation. But here's the thing. All I'm saying is like, why don't you ask the person that you want to say that term to if they're okay with it before you say it? Listen, here's the thing. Are you asking if they're non-black? No, I've never. I work in a Jewish restaurant. I would never do that shit. But I've never used that in my life, though, man. How many Jewish people have we ever had in Everett? Dude, dude, still going on, still going on. Hey, I'm drinking too, man. Actually, all right. Can I? All right. Hey, listen. All right. So you're all right. You're assuming you just want to assume and be safe. It's like, hey, you. Hey, all right. So let me break it down to this. Let me break it down to this. If you want to give somebody a special dap and they're supposed to know, you're just gonna do that shit, that dap to them. But they don't like. There's somebody that just never learned your dap before. You're just gonna do it on them. So a dap is a mutual. Listen, yeah, dude, it's a mutual agreement. You decide on the dap, you work on it, and you agree with it. Yeah, you have to ask too. It's no doubt. It's still the same thing, man. Like some cultures think that's fucking derogatory. Like a fucking Muslim would probably think you're fucking, degrading him or some shit. I don't know, man. It- so I'm saying, if you don't know that, listen. I'm saying, if you don't know that, and you say that to them, and they reflect back and say, "Hey, that's a problem," how are you gonna move forward from that? And listen, and I'm saying, I'm just saying that socially, you have to have consent, but like random people, whatever you do, you do. But it's like but listen, you don't understand the cult. Listen, you don't understand those cultures, though, man. Like, no, those cultures are living now, man. Like New York, we don't know nothing about New York, man. All right, Craig, go ahead. Nah, I'm not cool with it, man. Just call me dude or bro, man. Go to bed. Ah, damn. Uh, dude, listen. Asian is different because it refers to location. Call it somebody Russian that refers to the country. Because one, if you haven't like had consent with that person you're calling that, they might think you are calling them a slave. Because what I'm saying, if you, it's not because you're white, it's because you're saying, "Hey, I'm gonna call you a nigga because you're my slave." Wait, black people don't have to have consent to call who? So black people don't. That is true, but there's historical context because, like, the term nigga is no, yes, no, yes. Okay? I understand it. But I'm saying, outside of our high school, outside of our, like, upbringing and shit like that, the rest of the world, it's not safe to say that. And I'm telling you the rules about that. But listen, what do you? All right. What does the word the impasse mean to you then, dude? Listen, all I'm saying is this: I never called you cracker, but you called me the N word, and then I brought up the impasse, which is basically a consent idea, and you reject that, and you can. But have I? Yeah. Dude, dude, dude. Hold up. Nah, I tried to like start up a thing. Hold on. Are you guys in the voice chat? All right. I gotta pee real quick. All right, here you go. All right, let's get like a 20-minute break. I want to get like I want to run to the store get beer. If you go to bread, it's fine, man. Like I just want to get more beer, so like. All right, yeah. All right, all right, man. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, I know that, man. There's no black, brown, white, whatever. It's just green. But I'm just saying, like, uh, for me, I don't want to be called that. I'm just saying that, and I'm pushing it to you to like just like be careful how you interact with other black people beside me. Mm. Yeah. That's all right, man. All right, man. Let me get that beer, man. Let me get that beer. Greg, I'm gonna still hold on to the screen if you want to stay on or whatever. All right, man.